Alright, continuing my series of how I take pictures, one of the things that I want to show you all is how I take a quick portrait. And so I have this willing test subject here sitting by the pool, and I am in AV mode on the T5i. I have the 18-135 lens on, and now traditionally, or typically I should say, I would be shooting this through the viewfinder, but then it'll be very hard for you all to see what I'm doing. So instead I'm going to be shooting using the back of the camera, and because of that I've turned my focus mode to AF quick so that you can see my focus points similar to what you would see in the viewfinder. And also the reason I'd be doing this in the viewfinder is it's all much faster. And now I've bribed my subject here to sit still and be cooperative, but a lot of times when you're shooting especially kids or pets, they're not so cooperative and they're not going to allow you to fiddle with your settings. So you kind of want to have this general idea set up, ready to go, and be fairly quick about it. So again, AV mode, 18-135 is on the front of the camera, and I've already chosen the right hand focus point. I don't let the camera choose my focus point. It's too likely that it's going to focus on something back there, when really I want to make sure it focuses right here on my subject. I'm also going to get down to his level so that we're right on his eye level. And can you make a nice face, Henry? Thank you. Super good. And I am shooting in AV mode, as I said. I've got my widest aperture because I want to decrease that background blur. And now what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to watch as I zoom in that background. Actually, I'm losing focus, but I'm sorry, not background. I'm going to watch the AV mode, the aperture. There it changes to 5.6. I'm going to back up just a little bit to 5. I am now shooting at about 80 millimeters on the T5i, so you multiply crop sensor. We don't need to really worry about that right now. And that is going to give me the greatest shallow depth of field, or I should say the smallest depth of field, which is what you want. Really separates your subject from the background. I need to move back a little bit, and now what I'm really going to do is focus on the eye. I'm using back button focus, and Henry, give us a nice face. I'm looking at the rest of my settings. Because I'm shooting in AV mode, it is adjusting my shutter speed for me. My ISO is currently 200. My shutter speed's a little low, so I'm going to hit my ISO button. I'm going to go up to 800 to make sure that my shutter speed is fast enough. And again, I'm going to refocus on that eye, ask the subject to look right at the camera, and do just a little bit of a smile. He's got a bug on his foot. And take a picture. Now can you do a little bit of a little more smile? Is that a smile? Nice smile, please. Alright, and you can see that you don't always get super good cooperation from these subjects, but you can still. Alright, Henry, one more time. One nice smile, please. There we go. So again, I'd be shooting through the viewfinder. Well, the tips that I wanted you to come away with in this video are: one, shooting in AV mode and watching the AV mode change as you zoom, and finding that spot, that kind of sweet spot where you are zoomed a good bit, but it's still at f5. And see, if I zoom just a little bit more, it forces it up to 5.6, and then it stays at 5.6 all the way up to 135. You could, if you wanted to be wider, you could find that spot where it changes from 4.5 to 5 and then shoot at 4. You want to shoot right at that border because that gives you just a little bit shallower depth of field, which creates that more of a 3D look and nicer images. The other thing that I wanted you to come away from here was choosing your focus point and being on eye level and then focusing on the eyes. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about shooting in AV mode or changing your aperture with the Canon or Nikon cameras, just leave a comment down below or come over and find me on Facebook. Thanks so much for watching.